Hi, everybody. Scott Satterfield, head football coach, University of Cincinnati football.
Brendan Sorsby, quarterback.
We're here with Bleacher Report on the field study. Things that we're going to look at today, certain plays that Brendan's going to be able to go out and make with his arm and his legs. We're going to learn a little bit of how we manipulate the defenses and how we go out there and make plays. All right, let's get into it.
So this was a play, that we had repped a lot throughout the week. And you can kind of see right here, trying to sell that I don't have the ball. We practiced this play fake all week, Coach Thomas and the quarterbacks, trying to get as much bite down on the play fake that we could. And then, really the throw to Goody was underthrown, but he was so open I just didn't want to miss him. Yeah, with the play fake, we're trying to get, bad eyes. And then just, for him to kind of get lost in it all.
Now, talk to me a little bit about this play fake. Was this Aaron Rodgers inspired or what? I mean,
oh, absolutely. Yeah. In the quarterback room, we're always talking about Rodgers and, Stafford too with the no-look passes and stuff. But, Rodgers is kind of the creator of this little play fake right here. Just putting it right in the hip and then just kind of drifting and hoping, you're not getting killed off the back.
And it's a big debate, too, with how we fake right here. Like, people don't understand. I think sometimes when you go into these, do we want one hand, no ball? Do we want to show the ball, then put it on the hip? There's a lot of different things that we're working on behind the scenes, but obviously you got to be comfortable with it. And you love this action right here. You feel like you can get a good sell, and obviously it paid off. And I think we got a great sell right here, and Goody's wide open. It's just a matter of throwing and catching. It ended up being a great play for us in the game, so we're going to show you a little bit of how that happened.
We're thinking a little under center. Obviously had the line. You can kind of see it all unfolding. What you think is going to happen. But once you turn your back to the defense, you just got to trust that the big boys up front are going to take care of you. So we're going to go under center, ready to go. Turn around. You're going to want to show them the ball. You're going to want to show, both hands on the ball. So that way they're thinking, okay, it's probably going to be a handoff. You're going to extend it. As you get closer to the running back, you're going to try to pull and kind of put it in your hip pocket. That way it's still, the defense can't see it, but they're just seeing an empty hand. And the running back, does a good job of covering it up, play faking. And then you just kind of naturally just kind of drift, and then just set up and, hopefully it's there. If not, you got to find a way to make a play.
Now, I think one of the big things on this play, too, is you got to do a little bit of acting.
Oh, yeah.
You got to
turn around.
Yeah, you got to do a little bit of acting right there. Hey, this guy's got the ball.
Maybe show the eyes up.
Yeah, Then all of a sudden, oh, no, I got the ball.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Yeah. So right here all week we had, this play we had talked about. It's a true option read. We want to get it on the edge, but there's a chance that we could pull it and hit it up inside. We kind of got a good feeling. Their ends had been playing it upfield pretty much all day. And also they were just a little bit, weaker back here as far as, personnel goes and just the numbers that they had backside and stuff like that.
We got an empty a couple of times, and they had done a really good job out of empty. And here we are close to the red zone. It's a great opportunity where we always like to run Brendan because we feel like he's got a nose for getting the ball in the end zone. We're second and long right here. Let's spread him out, go to an empty look, bring some motion in where he's got a two-way play where he can hand the ball off and or run it. And if you do run this ball right here, it's going to be one-on-one with the safety.
Yeah, my mindset in a one-on-one situation is usually, I'm going to find a way to make you miss. People don't realize I got a little bit of shiftiness to my game. I'm able to make you miss multiple different ways. Obviously, if it's in a big crowd of people, I'm not afraid to lower my shoulder and try to get a couple extra yards, but I've also shown the past couple of weeks I'm also not afraid to slide down nowadays. So as I get older, I get a little wiser. And, I'm not afraid to protect myself, but definitely not afraid to go get a first down or a touchdown for sure either.
What's your mentality when we get close to the red zone, close to the end zone?
If I'm able to run, we got an extra hat in the run game, and, we can block it up. We got more numbers that way. And obviously our running backs probably aren't huge fans of me getting as many rushing touchdowns as I do. But, really we just got an unselfish team that is willing to go out there and do whatever it takes to win. So
you do give them a fair warning, right? You do tell them, hey, listen, if you guys want to score touchdowns, you better do it from far out. Because if we get in the red zone, my number's probably going to get called.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you give them warning.
I tell them, I say, especially right inside of here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That 5-yard line, it's
Brendan Sorsby time.
It's Brendan Sorsby time. I'll tell you, I said, don't be upset with me, boys. You get tackled inside the 5. It's
I ain't mad at you, man. Keep putting it in the end zone.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one right here now.
Yeah, this is a funny one too because all week in practice, we're talking, so we'll just go ahead and pause it here. Tawi's going to be straight to the flat, and it was either, he's going to take Tawi or you're going to run into the end zone. He's either going to take you or he's going to take him.
Yeah. Didn't quite work out this way.
No, didn't work out this way. The DN did a really good job of seeing it. And then, we had literally not repped this one time all week. It was either, run it or dish it to Tawi. And then, Zay did a good job of just, keeping it coming. And, we found a way to get it to him, and he ended up scoring. But
the DN made a great play. And I'm thinking at this point right here, just run it and try to get the first down. What's going through your head at that moment right there where it's you and one-on-one with that guy? Did you even realize that Isaiah's coming across?
Yeah, so as I was, kind of like you just said, it's going to be one-on-one. You got to find a way to make him miss. And he was playing me really well. He wasn't really biting on anything. I tried to give him a little hezzy. And he played well all game, but, he played this one really well as well. And I kind of just, as I was trying to make him miss, saw Zay coming, and he kept working with me. And then it was kind of just, how am I going to get this ball to him was really all that was going through my head. Gave him a little baseball background right here.
Yeah.
A little sidearm. Had to drop the slot on him. It's a drill. Coach Thomas jokes about working in practice. He doesn't like it all the time whenever we're going off platform and stuff. But, showed it right here that you might have to do it in a game every now and then. Yeah, all these fans were losing their mind down here. You can see Coach Sat.
Oh, yeah.
That was probably the most excited I've ever seen you, actually.
Yeah, I was pretty excited.
You were pretty excited.
I don't know if I've really seen that close live action of a throw like that. And I'm literally right down the sideline watching this, thinking, my gosh, what are you? I think I was yelling, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Right, that's what I'm saying right here. Yeah. What a play is one of a great individual effort. Is this the third down?
Yeah, so this is the third and forever.
Yes.
And pretty much it was if they go cover two, we are not thinking Jeff Caldwell. And what they do, they end up playing a little cover two. And this was kind of just one of those things, Jeff, we're thinking a little stutter route and just run down the sideline, but he did a really good job of, stuttering, kind of feeling the DB jump outside, and then just kind of working in here. And this is another one of those moments, I think, that, just out there just playing football, honestly. Definitely not what I was coached to do.
No.
Definitely not thrilled.
I think the ball's in the air, and I'm saying, what is he doing? Why the ball's in the air?
Yeah. What people, don't realize all the time is coaches obviously don't coach you through certain situations because there's no way that you can cover it all. You're not thinking, work throughout the week, 3rd and 16, throw a threaded needle ball into Jeff Caldwell on a look against the defense that you shouldn't throw it into. But, I always tell people, coaches usually don't ask too many questions if it works out. They give you a hard time if it doesn't, but, if it does, if it helps you win the game, usually they're pretty happy about it. So this play right here was another one. Honestly, I got to let it roll because this was,
I remember this one now.
We're trying to get the ball to Pryor right here in space on a little swing. That didn't work, but, we're trying to regardless get 19 to just move over a little bit or at least just stay right there to keep him out of the play. And so you can kind of see my eyes kind of looking right at him, trying to hold him. And then, we keep talking about these new wideouts that have made a ton of plays for us this year. It comes down to it in the game whenever sometimes you're going to have one-on-one and you just got to trust your guy to go make a play for you. And that's really what this was.
Obviously, this play right here is something that we didn't dial up to happen this way. But, Brendan, you made it happen with an incredible throw, a throw that I think is one of the most difficult throws to possibly make. There was absolutely zero room for error on this throw. It was such a great throw that I think we'd love to be able to see this throw again, see if you can make it happen one more time.
Well, let's go see.
We're going to give you 5 attempts to see if you can get that ball inside the net.
Yeah, I
see what you got.
About it.
Hey, how good do you feel on a scale of 1 to 10 right here?
Probably like a 7-8.
7-8. All right, I think that's pretty good.
I was going to say 6-7 and do like the little hand motion, but
yeah. All right, here we go. Let's shoot the first one out. Let's see what happens. All we need is one, baby. That's all we need. We don't need anymore. That's what we're talking about. That's it.
You see the other 4 balls right here.
Is that as good? I mean, that's pretty good. That comes to the end of the Bleacher Report field study. Had a great time looking at some plays and dissecting how we do things here. And really, man, one shot.
Yeah.
For the recreation?
One and done. You know, people at home are probably not going to believe it. You know, they're probably going to think that we cut some clips out and stuff. It was true. It was true. One and done, though.
One take. Incredible. No, incredible job. You know, obviously this season so far, you know, appreciate you, man, and looking forward to how you finishing this thing out.
Absolutely. Go Bearcats.